Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for December 11th. We are looking at the pound US dollar pair. This pair has created a long-term trend line, as you can see here. Tagged the market, tagged the highs once, twice, three times, four times if you count the start. If we get a break above this point, above the 161.20 mark, look for it to surge to the upside. And end up around the 161.70 mark, 71, grabbing about 50 pips to the upside, maybe just a little bit more than that. We're putting our stop loss right below the previous session's low. It's roughly a 1-to-1 risk to reward on this one, looking to grab about 51 and a half pips to the upside. Downside, looking to use the stop loss of about 54. So real close to a 1-to-1, looking for it to surge to the upside and break through this long-term trend line, which would be in in conjunction with the overall long-term trend. So that's what we're looking for during this next session. Now, as far as news analysis, we do have some significant news analysis we need to go over. We have the German Consumer Price Index for November being released at 2 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on that one is that it has held at 2.0%. Year to date, they're showing for the Consumer Price Index November. I guess the first one was harmonized. This one's just the regular one. Hold at 1.9%. That again is being released at 2 a.m. Eastern. At 4:30 a.m. Eastern, the jobless claims change for November for the pound is being released. They're showing a drop from 10.1K down to 7.0K. Then at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, we have the FOMC announcement for the U.S. being released. Consensus is they're going to hold rates at 0.25%. Then a little bit later at 2 a.m. Eastern, we have the FOMC to release projections of the economy and the federal funds rate. And then at 2:15 p.m. Eastern, we have the Fed's Bernanke holding a press conference. So a lot of news, potentially a lot of movement during tomorrow's session if we get some good news coming out of that, or so at least some interesting news coming out of the markets due to those news announcements. Now, as far as ranges go, let's take a look at what we're expecting from a ranges during tomorrow's session. Now, keep in mind, we are having the FOMC announcement, so most likely the volume will be light until that time. We are looking for the U.S.-Japanese yen pair to potentially go as high as 82.80, possibly as low as 82.04. Look for some resistance around 82.75 and look for some support around 82.15. Now, the Euro-USD pair surged to the upside, closed higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 131.02, possibly as low as 128.83. Look for some resistance around 130.75 and look for some support around 129.25. Now, the pound US dollar pair, we talked about it a little bit earlier. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 161.66 or right up around the 66 up to the 71 mark, possibly down to 160.29. Look for some resistance to the upside around 161.30 and look for some support to the downside around 160.50. Now, the U.S. Swiss closed lower 2 sessions in a row, did go back, pulled back significantly prior to moving lower during this last session, hit the previous open of the week. We are looking for it to potentially go as high on reversal up to 0.9400, possibly down to 0.9257. Look for some resistance around 0.9375 and look for some support around 0.9295. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.